18 months ago, we embarked on a very radical transformation and leaned into a new operating model, which we termed dynamic shared ownership. As part of that, I eliminated here in the United States, for example, 40% of all middle managers. This wasn't an effort to just slash and burn and take out cost.
Bayer's CEO is claiming that laying off 40% of their middle management is saving them money. But let me tell you what he's not telling you about their finances. He claims amazing success in Q1, but what he leaves out is that their market cap has fallen 44% this year. They hit 20-year record low stocks in November of 2024. They reported over $4 billion in net losses, and they've had to adjust their profit forecast downwards. According to this article, another Fortune article that was last month, they were trying to claw back to over $2 billion in savings, have accumulated over $34 billion in debt, and they're worth a quarter of what they were 9 years ago. So 1/4 of success isn't an immediate turnaround. And if anything, we see a pattern, especially lately with these mass layoffs, of companies laying people off to show stockholders, look, we got it under control. See, look at this return. But human behavior takes longer to change than 3 months. And so it's still not a good forecast of how things are going to go, especially since middle managers are a critical role. And as laying off middle management ripples through Silicon Valley and likely other organizations, this is going to bite organizations in the butt. A great book on this is Power to the Middle, written by a group of McKinsey consultants. I'm not paid by McKinsey, nor have I ever worked for them, but it was a good book that I have found matches my research and experience as well. We see repeatedly that when companies wipe out middle managers, they see initial cost savings, followed by an operational chaos because the managers were operating a lot of things that the C-suite shouldn't have to think of. The quality degrades over the next year or two. There's a mass employee exodus because people are burned out because these self-directed teams now mean everyone's a manager for no extra pay or title, and there's no career path forward. And the customer service deteriorates because there's either not people available, or when they are, they're burned out and they don't really see the purpose anymore. Now, that being said, I know why a lot of people hate their middle managers, but it's not all their fault. Middle managers spend 3/4 of their time on things that are not about leading people. They're either expected to continue to be individual contributors, or they're doing a lot of administrative tasks. This is a great opportunity for us to use AI to automate the admin and actually focus on developing the people and leadership skills. But will corporate America learn this the easy way? Some of them will, but a lot of them are going to have to learn it the hard way over and over again, apparently. Because in my upcoming book on the unwritten rules of work for the working class and neurodivergence, one of the unwritten rules is the rules of informal hierarchy. And in my book, I talk about 2 different companies that had opposite approaches, one trying to flatten the hierarchy and the other trying to increase it. Both extremes are a disaster. Smart companies invest in developing their managers, not eliminating them. And they use technology to ease the administrative burden so they can focus on coaching, mentoring, and leading, doing things that develop people and therefore drive performance. Behind Bayer's savings are 5,500 people who lost their jobs, 5,500 people who had institutional knowledge, and maybe a lot of them were bad managers. But if they're not replaced with good ones, it will be felt, because managers aren't inherently the problem. They can only do what their leaders allow them to do and what they have the time and skills to do. So we need to be selecting the right people to be managers, providing the professional development for them to do it well, and using technology to make their jobs more people-oriented and not less. Because over and over again with self-directed teams, we see burned out people and confusion.